What's going on there, guys? We're back with another one. And I want to talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark tonight as her salary has been going viral. And a lot of people had a lot to say about it, saying she should have took the big three off of with Ice Cube and all of that. We're going to look at what Emmanuel Acho had to say about this first, because Caitlin Clark just secured an 8-figure deal with one of the top shoe companies. Let's check it out.
Y'all, if you haven't seen these WNBA salaries going around, allow me to show you right here. Caitlin Clark, a superstar, but on the court, she's only set to make roughly $340,000 over 4 years. But here is the thing. Rather than complaining about it as fans, let's fix it. Here are the 3 ways. 1, buy their jerseys. 2, watch the games on television. 3, go to the games. This is a economics issue. It is not exclusively a sex issue, and share this to help educate people. The economics of it is simple. The NBA brings in a lot more money because of television rights, and as a result, they can pay their athletes a lot more money because of a significantly higher salary cap. The WNBA, they do not bring in money historically because their television rights deals are significantly smaller. $50 to $60 million TV rights for WNBA as opposed to billions of dollars for the NBA. Because there is less money being brought in, there can be less money distributed. So let's collectively work to fix the WNBA rather than just tweeting about it ignorantly, family. Buy the jerseys. Go to the games. Watch the games on TV. It is very simple, and we can be a part of the historical change for the future.
So it was revealed today that Caitlin Clark has agreed with Nike for a deal that's worth well over $10 million, 8-figure deal. And she chose Nike over Adidas and Under Armour, because they're looking to capitalize off of this bottle of lightning she's captured over the last few years. She's got the game to match the name. And so coming to the WNBA, that was great for her to be able to showcase her ability, but also capitalize and use that Iowa platform, lead that team, to 2 straight national title games on her back, and just captivate America with her deep shooting and everything, where, she's been able to secure this deal, and this deal is going to go a long way. Angel Reese had mentioned something similarly about her deals in college, when she was debating whether she was going to go to the WNBA or stay in college, and this is what she had to say.
Regardless, I'm going to be able to make money staying or going. Understanding that my brand has been built where I know that more than being in college is something that I can do. Like I have a brand outside of here where the deals are going to follow me if I leave or stay. And I've built that relationship with a lot of these brands. I don't just have brands that are in college. I've had brands that are long-term deals that are just past college. And I think that's the difference. Like my Reebok deal, and I'm sure Haley's Adidas deal, that's going to go on past college. So, of course, we may not have the same benefits of the same training rooms, the commercial flights and stuff like that. And I think, of course, that's the con of everything.
And I just want to say this is how it starts as far as the women's game. Now, you have people like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark with lucrative deals that followed them and new deals they're getting by being in the WNBA. And if you form a rivalry with them, or if you end up being one of the players in a dynamic duo with those players, you're going to capitalize off of their presence. And I think you can expound on this as time goes on. People like Juju. See, this is what happened with Michael Jordan and those guys. When he took off, then they were always saying, oh, this is the next Jordan, this the next one, this the next one. And you had companies throwing out lucrative deals to players, thinking that they could be the next one. Because one thing about these companies is they don't want to miss the next thing. So this Caitlin Clark effect is so real, it's going to trickle down throughout the WNBA. There'll be some people already in the WNBA, that didn't have these platforms in colleges that'll get in back and forth with Angel Reese, with the Caitlin Clark, and they'll be able to capitalize, and a brand may want to come work with them, especially if it's competitive and they're going to the finals, or they're meeting in the postseason and they're going at it over and over, and they got the game to match, and they're marketable. So I love what they're doing for the women's game. This back and forth, I see a lot of people picking sides between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and making it a race thing, which there are race components that contribute to it, but this was all necessary for the elevation of the women's game. I see a lot of people talking about the men's salary opposed to the women's salary. But you got to remember, they started, NBA started in like 1941 or something like that. I think the WNBA started in the mid 90s, like 94, 95, somewhere in there. And, the NBA has just had, a big head start, like 53, 54 years of a head start. And, some of that time, I remember some of the players in the 70s talking about they used to bag groceries or, work in the off season and play in the NBA during the regular season. So it wasn't like they were making so much money either that they didn't need to supplement that income somewhere else needed to survive, man. So I think this is a first crucial step. It's about being marketable, picking the right school, because they left the women's college game in a great place. Who's going to take that over? I know Juju is the natural choice, but I can imagine, Hannah Hidalgo. You got a lot of these young ladies that play at a high level. I think Cameron Brink is going to get some deals just because this draft class is so special, and so I think rivalries are going to naturally forge, and it won't have to be forced. You got Caitlin Clark. You're going to look at her going at Tarazi, all of the people that have something to say, Brianna Stewart, all these people, you're going to be watching those games just to see how they go based off of some of the commentary they've had while she was in college. So I think all of it's necessary. That's why I never took it too personal on either side. And Angel Reese, she brings a totally different dynamic. And I think that's going to be important for the rivalries in the WNBA too. The way Caitlin presented herself and the way Angel presented herself, it was two totally different dynamics. And I ain't saying either one was wrong or right. I'm just saying, the way that they presented themselves, you had a group of people that can relate on one side and a group of people that related on the other side. And you had the racial thing there, and it doesn't hurt. You got to think, Bird and Magic really elevated the NBA. And what did they have? That race dynamic, and they had the game. So it's not a bad thing. Like, I don't want people to think it's a bad thing, man. It's good for, for the money and everything, generating that income. So I want to know what you guys think about this and the deal that Caitlin Clark just signed. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down.
Skip. 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 Skip.